Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, September 1, 2022. The best version of yourself tends to shine forth when in one-on-one situations and partnerships today. Others tend to bring out the best in you. Whether or not you are aware of it, you attract people and situations that benefit your personal growth at this time in your life. Today is good for making an extra effort to reach out. It's a time to believe in your ability to contribute much to a partnership. Someone can have an unusually encouraging and positive effect on you. Aim to address any need that might arise in a current relationship for growth and development rather than wait for matters to force themselves. Things are heating up in your love life today. So, it really all depends on how you respond to these saucy attempts. And though this could very well be the other way around, the moon's shift into assertive Libra via your intimate 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and energetic exchanges will likely inspire everything from the need for emotional connection to a desire for physical touch via your one-on-one connections. The truth is, with the moon's ruler, Mars, sitting alongside Venus in Capricorn via your flirty 5th house of love, passion, and pleasure, there's no denying your magnetism at this time. Get organized. With Mercury conjunct Saturn in Aquarius, you may find that it is extremely easy to stay on track. As a mutable earth sign, you tend to weave in and out of your projects with a flexible diligence. But today's conjunction will have you mentally focused on one thing at a time, which is perfect if you need to focus on a major obligation or task. Since this is Aquarius energy, consider going about your routine or project a little differently than usual to break up the monotony of your workday. In the middle of some very active skies but at a fairly low-key point in this financial year, the moon is making its monthly visit to your financial sector. In the short term, this is fueling your financial instincts and imagination while delivering valuable clues, hunches, and insights. Yet with the sun just 16 days away, this is a chance to prepare for some of the most active months of this financial year. Don't get attracted to someone who could have power over you. Dating bosses is never a good idea, no matter how cute they are. You may be needed by everyone today. The aspect at play has a way of making people more emotional than usual, and they tend to run to the nearest person to help process the uncomfortable, the challenging, the downright scary. You may experience your own deep feelings welling up, and it's important to take time out to notice what's going on inside of yourself. Here is an ideal scenario. Prepare a nice dinner for your loved ones and take a long walk afterwards. This is a great day to get things tidied up and organized. With the essence of this day happening, applying a little elbow grease will probably feel good for you. Along with added energy toward working, you can expect to feel mentally sharp. Being able to come up with space solutions or ways to be more efficient will come to you much easier than usual. Whether it's at home or at the office, make the most of these helpful benefits. It is less an act of defiance and more the reality of the moment, that the build-up to an adventurous moon is not only happening in the heart of the working week but just as things are coming together on the income and job front. This is a moon that refuses to be ignored and is also calling on planets in a playful part of your chart for backup. Fortunately, it doesn't have to be a case of either/or, but if you have to choose, with the moon not only gone from an adventurous part of your chart by the weekend but in your career sector by then, the spirit of adventure might need to come first. The moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart each month will always put it at a friendly aspect to planets in your romantic sector. As well as bringing the spirit of romance and adventure together, this increases the potential for serendipitous moments or encounters. However, in the lead up to tomorrow's moon, expect this to be a lot more potent. Our eyes in the sky. The Libra moon forms connections with Venus and Saturn, putting us in a hyper and wacky mood. It might make it difficult to get a handle on your identity, so just let your freak flag fly and try not to think too much about it. We all need to blow off a little steam after yesterday's intense energy, so if you need to get a little weird, go for it. The dwindling opposition between Venus and Saturn threatens to dismantle any sense of stability, so try not to go too far off the rails. It's a good day to be a bit wild, but don't cross any boundaries or shove your ideas down others' throats. Energy from Mercury and Neptune means your brain might not be firing on all cylinders, so don't put yourself in any situation that could be dangerous or harm your health. As we head into the evening, the moon makes no major aspects, giving you the freedom to release your inhibitions and indulge your creative side. Get your hands wet with paint, get weird with makeup, write a crazy song and dance like a lunatic. It's okay to be your weirdest self tonight, so have a blast. The idea of being whisked away sounds enchanting now, and we may want to be rescued from our mundane lives. While this attitude might lead to beautiful or transcendent moments, at some point, we will have to put our feet back on the ground. Red flags can be missed during this aspect, so take care with your heart while your head is in the clouds. In the pre-dawn hours, the Virgo sun forms a quincunx with Jupiter in Aries, pushing our limits. This productive transit helps us to accomplish a great deal in our personal and professional lives. A lucky opportunity can give us a leg up on the competition or reframe how we visualize success. However, we are also inclined to take on too much at this time. With the sun in overachieving Virgo, we rationalize the merits of extra work and commit to performing tasks to the letter. Meanwhile, Jupiter in Aries amplifies our energy and idealism. Yet, inevitably, there are only so many hours in a day. We can run into scheduling conflicts or run into battling deadlines if we bite off more than we can chew. Even as we fall behind, we'll be in too good of spirits to see the writing on the wall, that we are only one person. In the morning, the Libra moon opposes Chiron in Aries, prompting overcompensation. In the past, we may have been encouraged to put our ambitions and interests aside to support another's. As adults, we've gotten into the reflexive habit of doing this even though we have not been asked. As we abandon ourselves, we further damage our own confidence. Avoid letting bitterness get the best of you now. Recognizing a pattern is the first step to correcting our behavior.